besides Ford, is anybody out? Or?
No. Kareem will be questionable with his back, and Melvin will be questionable with his hip, as is Aaron Patrick with an ankle. Yes, and everybody else is full.
Will Ronald Darby have any limitations on his playing time?
I don't think so. We're going to get him in there. He's going to play.
Will he be the starter?
We haven't decided, but he's definitely going to play, and he'll be activated, ready to roll.
And how about John Brown? Will he be called up?
Yeah, there's a good chance of that. We've liked the way he's done. We just want to make a good decision for himself, see how much he actually does know. But he's had a good week so far.
How do you handle the next couple of days in relation to Cleveland? Will you spend any time tomorrow or Sunday working on that game?
No, we're totally focused on the Raiders. The coaches that have their duties for the scouting reports will make sure they're done a little earlier than normal. But other than that, we're focused on the Raiders.
Vic, how's Michael Ojemudia progressing?
He's doing good in his rehab. He's doing good. I think it's right around the corner where he'll be ready to play.
Full week for Teddy after last week.
Yeah.
How sharp was he this week?
Good. I think he had a good week of practice, and I think he's ready to go.
Mike Shanahan's going into the Ring of Fame. How familiar are you with him and kind of the way he changed the game?
Yeah, Mike's a friend of mine. We stay in touch occasionally, mostly through text. But Mike's had a great impact on the game. Obviously had a great impact on the Broncos organization. First as an assistant, then as the head coach. And his legacy has lived on through a bunch of these coaches. Obviously his son, Sean McVay, LaFleur in Green Bay, Stefanski in Cleveland didn't coach with him, but he coached under Gary, who Gary coached under Mike, and he's doing the same stuff. And it's all around the league. So Mike's been retired, hadn't been active the last few years, but his stuff is still active.
Mike got your burning hatred of the Raiders when he took over here. Can you help in a rivalry to make it personal? Do you sense that the Raiders week does it feel different here?
A little bit, but Mike had, dealings with the Raiders, where they tried to stiff him on the money. So, yeah, he had a reason.
I think they did.
Yeah.
The alumni you're going to have out here, any value, and do you do any plans?
Yeah, it's always great to have them out here tomorrow, and they'll be at the game. Love having them come back. Missed it last year with COVID, but they're all welcome back, and we'll mingle with them, and can't wait to see some of them.
How much does it benefit Teddy in the offense that he's able to have a full week of practice this week?
It benefits, but he only missed one day of practice last week, so there's no excuse there.
Malik, what's just kind of your impression of how this team, how this locker room has responded to 2 straight losses?
I feel like we have responded really well. You never want to lose in this league, but it's a part of being in the NFL. And I feel like we did a good job of coming back and getting back to the drawing board, getting back to the basics and fundamentals of playing football. And that's what it takes to consistently get wins in this league. And I feel like that we have approached it the right way, that we had the right mindset, and we can't wait to play on Sunday.
The past couple of times you've played Derek Carr, he's got the ball out really quick. How frustrating is that for a pass rusher?
It can get a little frustrating at times, but you just have to stick with it. Keep getting after the quarterback, and because you never know when your opportunity is gonna come. Because some points in the game he's gonna have to hold the ball, because we got great cover guys in the back end, and they're gonna do a good job, and that's gonna give us opportunities to get there. But you just really have to be persistent in your pass rush, and really be persistent in the run game as well, because you got to get them to pass the ball, because if they're running the ball all day, they're not going to pass it. So that's our key focus, is to make sure that we coming after the pass and the run game.
What message have you got from Vic as far as what you expect from the Raiders in light of all the stuff that went on with them with their head coach this week?
It's really, the message been that that they're gonna really come out. They thought a lot, of their head coach, and it's been a lot of things that's going on there, but they're gonna come out ready. and with their hair on fire and ready to play this game. And just because, you know, it's a division game, and on top of that, you know, all the things that's been going on, you know, in their organization. So it's really on us to be ready and prepared to match their intensity that they come in this game with, and we're prepared to do that.
Hey, Malik, you've been around John Pagano as your position coach for a year plus now. What do you like about the way he coaches you on a daily basis?
Yeah, Coach Pagano, he's really detail-oriented, and that's something that's good to have in this league. He's been a defensive coordinator in this league for a while, and he really understands football. And I feel like, you know, I learned a lot about just the game of football, not even just the position, but the game of football, you know, when we go in and have our meetings. And I feel like he does a good job of helping us focus on those details when we're going into the games and help get us prepared for those things.
Out on the edge, how much are you expected to help with Darren Waller, because he's such a, you know, imposing force?
You know, he lines up there sometimes in a tight end position, but they have him split out a lot, you know. So if he comes to block us, you know, we're going to be ready for it. But I don't expect him to be there much. You know, they like to get him out, spread him out, and catch the ball. But if he's lined up there, we definitely going to be prepared for him.
Vaughn had told us, yesterday, this game we've got to win. Do you sense the urgency, given the way the schedule falls, AFC West opening at home?
Definitely. But more importantly, and this is just me, is that this is the next game. The next game, I feel like, is always the most important. And, of course, it's a division game. So, you know, these are the games that you have to be ready, you have to be prepared for, you have to get, you know, if you want to play into January and into February as well. So we know that this is an important game, and we have approached it this way all week. And like I said, we are prepared mentally and physically, and we just ready to get out there and go show what we can do.
Thanks, Malik.
Thank y'all.
Was that a leverage penalty in your mind?
You know, I'm not going to question what they call, don't call. You know, what my opinion is stay my opinion, but stay with what they call, they call.
Coach, I believe you have your top 5 special teams penalties this year in terms of committing them. Hey, what's the root of those issues?
Well, 3 false starts, you know, got to sit in there. You know, that's young guys that got to sit when there's movement. The penalty, the holding penalty, you know, the kickoff return, you know, it's a restriction foul. And then we had, you know, the unnecessary roughness foul on the Giants. So it's discipline all the way around. You know, in cadence, you should never, ever have a false start regardless of your age. But you can't have after play penalties. And then the last penalty, you know, on the field goal, that's on me. You know, we have to call-wise, you know, I'm going to take full responsibility for that one.
What'd you like about how the coverage units responded in Pittsburgh?
I thought we covered well, you know, especially on kickoff. You know, we found some guys that, especially on that front side, that, you know, play and shed well. And then from a punt standpoint, we just covered the one punt. And Mike did a great job on that. He got blocked in the back. I've never seen a play like that, you know, in my life. You know, in 15 years, I've never seen a guy get knocked down, rolled over, and make a play. So I think they're playing faster. They're shedding. You know, we're not getting stuck on blocks. We got more play speed, and they're playing with power through their blocks.
You said the leveraging penalty, you take full responsibility for that one. Where does the responsibility for the rest of the special teams penalties?
That's all on me. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, discipline, you know, and you have to, as a coach, you can't have any penalties.
Without Mike this week, Ford, who's your gunner? Who you got?
They're gonna have to find out. You know, they got to do some research. You know, there's really possibly 2 different gunners. You know, we've had different gunners a lot other than Mike. You know, with who's up and who's down, and so it's more who's active and not active. But I'm gonna let the Raiders try to figure that one out.